Claressa Shields is returning to the ring and challenging for another title in another division when she takes on Vanessa Lepage-Joanisse for her WBC heavyweight title, Saturday, July 27th. Let's talk about this historical effort that's going to be put out by Claressa. Claressa Shields is returning to the ring for another opportunity to become a world champion in another division, Saturday, July 27th, from Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. She is going for the records as she heads up to her fourth weight class, the heavyweight division for women's boxing. Her opponent, Vanessa Lepage-Joanisse, is a fighter that is a champion that is now going to face one of the best women in the sport of boxing in Claressa. This is an opportunity for history to be made as the unified titles of the WBC and WBF are on the line, along with the vacant WBO light heavyweight title. These women are competing for all the glory, and on a night like this, something special should happen. Joanisse is a fighter who is an accomplished fighter, but not as many fights as Shields. When she enters the ring, she's coming in with a record of 7-1 with 2 KOs. Shields is coming in with her record of 14-0 with 2 KOs. But there is a difference in the quality of opposition that both women have faced to this date. And being that her Olympic amateur background speaks volumes of her accomplishments with 2 gold medals, Claressa taking on Joanisse is fighting a fighter who has come down from the heaviest of heavyweights. I mean, over 200 plus pounds this woman has been at certain points of her career. And that is far bigger than anyone that Claressa has fought professionally. And it is going to be a challenge. Joanisse is a fighter who has a compact style. She's sort of a boxer puncher, but though she doesn't have the heavy-handedness that goes along with being a puncher, she can be precise with her shots. And due to being physically bigger than Claressa, if she understands how to utilize the weight and strength against a much smaller woman, she may have an advantage in doing so. But alas, therein lies the danger for Joanisse, because Claressa is the type of fighter who has faced almost every style that the sport can name, both when you look at her amateur backdrop as well as whom she's taken on professionally. Names like Hammer, Habazine, Dakar, Savannah Marshall, and more. She has faced the type of opposition that has brought her to a certain level in which she now calls herself the GOAT. Claressa has not taken an easy step with anyone in her career, taking on fighters that were well accomplished and facing them early in her career, pretty much making herself a champion, fighting for titles as early as her 4th fight in her career. When you look at this, she turned pro against Franchon Cruz-Dazn, winning a unanimous decision. And then after that, she just continued forward. She's going to present the type of problem that Joanisse has never faced. And there's going to be a confidence that Joanisse will not be able to necessarily deter. Claressa's biggest fight was against Savannah Marshall, and in that fight, where they set a record historically in Great Britain for what they were able to do at the O2 Arena, and they fought for undisputed, making her a 2-time undisputed champion, Claressa wrote her name in the history books and forever cemented her place as one of the best to ever do it. And Marshall presented a huge challenge, someone who got a victory over her in the amateurs, but it was a gift. But in the pros, Marshall was very strong and had been disposing of her opposition, being a huge threat to Claressa and fighting in Marshall's background, hometown. We were able to see Claressa stand in and do exactly what she needed to do to be successful. Therefore, now that she's going to be fighting in her own hometown and taking on Joanisse under these circumstances, we can look forward to her being the type of fighter that is not only there to put on a good show, but to reap the benefits of why they are going to be facing one another. I do believe it will be a hotly contested fight for a short moment, and then you are going to see the real showcase of a fighter who's more accomplished, more experienced, come through. Talent tells, as it was once stated by Larry Merchant. And in this fight, you're going to see that. Joanisse is a strong woman, and she's going to have to utilize that strength. But will she have the skill set to compete with a fighter who has seen everything under the sun? I do believe at the end of the day, Claressa Shields will win this fight and become a 4th division unified champion. And maybe she'll even get that chance to become undisputed at this weight class if there are no other challenges that can be met. But I'm telling you, there could be something special happen in this fight if Claressa does the correct things. John David Jackson has done quality work with her, and I expect her to shine. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about Claressa's opportunities in this fight. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.